seen them.
You've seen them, you've seen that. You might have been involved in some of that, you might not have been. Yeah. So pretend all that's already kind of happened.
And we like that we have just one voice. Do you know who that voice is? Because Colin will be looking at you as you're supposed to be speaking, and he's not looking at you, you probably shouldn't be speaking. But that won't be easy, because Sophie or somebody's going to say something, and you guys in the back row are going to go.
Just a lot of joy. It's something I've always done. Not having kids, but working with children with additional needs, and it's just something I've loved doing. I would be ashamed to not have that in my life. I think it would just bring a feeling like giving back.
Giving back. This is about giving back. And about a joy. That's the central joy in that as well.
You know, giving others that maybe, you know, when families are at a real tense pace, they might not be able to do as much at that time, and being able to offer that experience or something slightly different.
That's lovely, Sophie. Now, can I bring in some other people?
Yes, please.
Who would you like to hear from next? Sam, you're on. Sam, what do you dream of, Sophie?
When I was thinking about Sophie's future, I was imagining her in her own Joe's own house with a big garden, and just like she said, she's hosting. So I was imagining a big barbecue in the summer.
Big party, lovely hosting.
Loads of people there. There's people there. Like she's from a range of
all sorts of backgrounds.
So her family, a range of ages. So you know, the elders down to the little ones all running around. And she's got music playing. Music's quite important to Sophie.
There's music in the future. What kind of music do we listen to?
Sophie likes to choose music that she's perhaps like seen live, so she likes and she likes music that people kind of have fun to and for relaxing, like Cayley bands and things like that.
Cayley music. There might be a bit of a Cayley bash in the middle of the barbecue.
Yeah,
could be that sort of thing. Woof, let's suddenly do a bit of that.
There's some big gathering words, aren't there, really? And then that huge word you gave us hosting, which is just like such a piece, wasn't it? The importance of the people and the different kinds of relationships that came together in that support network piece. But it's a bit like saying that it's a very quick take on, if you were on track, then that would be lit up. The lights start to go out on some of that picture, you're not on track. And that's like, as you touched on, isn't it? In double quick time. And because it does more than enough. So some of that's in place, or green shoots. Some of it's still to be reached for, but you've got a very strong sense of direction. You know where you want to be heading. There's no willingness about that, is there really?
So you can see what we're going to do is a bit of time travel to the 19th of May 2017.
Okay.
And we're going to talk in the past tense about what's been achieved over the year towards your lovely dream.
But this time we're not dreaming. Anything you give us here, because it will be a memory now, so we're going to travel you up to that date, and you'll be looking back at the events of the past year, but we only want you to remember the good stuff. So the memories have got to be positive, and they've got to be possible this time. That could have happened in the course of a year. Right? So you can't be on the PTA at the school gates just in a year. Because, as far as you know, that's not biologically possible. But
Unless it's something happened.
Well, so today's though, 19th of May 2016. Don't look yet. You do the future date in this keyboard here. And say that out loud, nice and loud. Yes?
Now?
When we've got to go in time and space, you do that. And so, have you ever watched Doctor Who?
Not really.
Sorry, yeah, so there's a lot of kind of knobs and controls and stuff and things that twist. You do all the rest of it, okay? Everybody else, we are going to be moving through time and space, okay? We've never worked from this route before, we've never travelled from this route before. Who knows what could happen? If you could all stand up, please. Maybe almost comfortable. When we get going through time and space, and you'll know when that is, you'll start turning on the spot. Okay? But please turn the other way as well, or you'll fall over. She's still smiling, isn't she? She's still smiling. And everybody else, her team, what do you notice?
Radiant.
Radiant. There is a radiance.
I'm a bit nervous.
A little nervous, but quite radiant. Anything else? A little wiser than they were a year ago, Sam.
Distracted, so
But we don't need loads of it.
we're in
Right? Yeah, it's only 2 or 3.
It was September, October time.
October?
Yeah.
September, October?
I can't remember the date, it was just such a blur.
Just a
So
blur.
drunk.
Was it October, Anna? Was it October? Won the Christmas one as well.
Ah!
You've got a good memory.
The award, the cricket award,
Was
yeah.
it like when you had your in-laws and parents staying with you as well, so you had them all at Christmas?
Yeah, exactly, so they were
Oh,
all
it's
just,
a
you
big
know.
bash at Christmas then.
Yeah.
In-laws as
Top of
well.
the cricket club.
All around the cricket club. Any other last memory? Over here? Jerry?
You've been around the area and you are narrowing down the house hunting area quite specifically. Maybe 1 or 2.
Perhaps thinking about which ones served a very good stillness.
Yeah.
No, that's not the schools. That's not the schools.
That's so true.
I get the inclusive schools. Yeah, she's got sort of. Yeah, so it's all
That's
good.
exactly what I'm thinking.
Fab. So she's really checking out the area and she's narrowed it down. Yes.
I
Cool,
think
cool,
it would be on the way to where
On the
where
way.
we want to buy. We wouldn't be ready to buy, but
No,
we
but
know.
you're narrowing
we
it
did
down.
know. We did know. Sorry, where we wanted to buy,
Yes,
but we
this
haven't.
year.
We're just waiting for the money.
Yeah, so you get kind of closer. That's fine. We're only sampling this, so
Yeah.
just to give you a little feel of what that feels like, and we carry on till we've filled all them arrows out, obviously. All positive and possible.
But the next step is
It's the now. Okay, so it's like we've got back in the time travel, we've done the time travel. Now we're standing in the now, and as we look that way, look what we can see. Well, we can see goals. These aren't memories anymore now, these are goals. You're aiming for them as steps towards the bigger dream. That's what we see in the now. But we also like to explore what it actually is like in the now. Literally, what's it like in the now?
So this is the only part of the path where you get to name or describe things that are not quite as you'd like them to be yet. Bits that are just that it's not happening, or it's not developed, or there's nothing there. Doesn't have to be uniformly upbeat and positive like this.
Yeah.
But it's not an invitation to moan either. I mean, there'll be loads of green. Obviously, there are loads of green shoots in there now, but
Yeah.
So for this, you'll notice we're trying to keep moving the room, keep the energy in the room, because it's up for lunch, you know, which often might be. But that's good. Back to the now.
All her weekends are really busy, either visiting people or people visiting her.
Fantastic. Very busy weekends. You can sit down, you too. You can sit down as well, Sophie. And Laura. And she works full time for Hampshire. Yes, for Hampshire. Sit down. Sophie, do you know a fact? Sure.
We were saying that
Sophie's in just coming up to the second year with Hyatt, which is great. 2 years with them.
2 years
Yeah.
with Hampshire.
enough. Tom.
And she's planning a honeymoon right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, everyone else relax down. That's good.
People, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's the thing. It's part of
Just
everyone.
give us a sample.
Everyone.
Just go through the motions.
Oh, to go for yeah.
Yeah, give us just
Oh.
pick a few, just for the sake of.
Sankiva.
Right, go on. Choose a colour.
Anybody else?
Yeah. Rachel Lindsay. Actually, I'll get one can't say these days.
Yeah, keep going. Don't stop.
Oh, Alicia.
Pens, colours coming back to me.
Yeah, I should ask everyone. Okay. Emma and Kirsty.
It just gives a little feel for what it's likely to do this. You get a little cue of everything out. Sometimes we'll pick a switch on dance music or feel better or something. It could be quite a lot of stuff.
Nice to advise reduction.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
2 more steps.
2 more
as she
steps.
says. Staying strong
Uh-huh.
and action planning.
Mhm.
Okay.
So by this point then, you know, with the average family, people start to dawn on them that this is hard work. This is a big job. Yeah? And they need to pay attention for the things that they know if they do them, it will help them stay on track. Or equally, things that if they do them, it will weaken them, and they need to stop doing them. That's another angle of staying strong. Yeah. So that's the piece. Again, we'll just take a short sample from you. The things you know about you and your team, that if you do them, it will help you stay on track.
So strength at every level, really. Physical strength, emotional strength.
Yeah, but you could rephrase that into what do we know about what encourages Sophie? Or even more interestingly, what do we know about what discourages her? Stuff she needs to stay away from, really.
Yeah.
Like, stay away from negative people because they just drag you down. I don't know, I'm making it up.
Could
But,
be.
but you know, it's a key piece that you can keep touching back to. And sometimes people know better than you what the answers are here.
So we're now at the last one, nearly the last step, which is action planning. So we're just going to ask the front row to kind of come a bit closer. Okay, come close to the graphic.
Lots of other people and sort of giving a lot.
Giving a lot. There's a lot of giving in there, isn't there, Laura?
To me, it feels doable.
Very doable.
Yeah,
Very
because
doable.
we started with lots of really amazing things for the dream, but then finished with
Sure.
some
Very
small
doable.
steps.
Lovely.
Doable but aspiring.
But that's inspiring.
And aspiring.
Aspiring, not inspiring. Aspiring.
Yeah, no, I think to echo Lindsay, I think my first thought was it looked really exciting, but it also looks like